Hey everyone! Um, I hope all of you are doing really well. I'm doing quite good, thank you. It's been a while since I've been on here, but there have been a few things which I needed to take care of. But, for example, during December, I went to go travel, and within that period, there were some terrible things that happened. Um, One, I got extremely sick. I was in China and I got really, really, really sick. Like, I had to go to the hospital, get a drip, three drips actually. Um, but that was terrible. And within that same week, um, I found out that my apartment where I'm staying right now was broken into. So they stole a brand new PlayStation 4 Pro, which I haven't actually even had the chance to play. Like, it was still in the box. And I bought it like a day before leaving to China. So that's quite unfortunate. But there were a few other things that were stolen as well. But, God sees everything and He'll make what is wrong right. So the person who stole my things, I hope that he repents soon because God knows of everything and He will make everything that is wrong right. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is during my trip in China, there were a few moments where I really felt like this, I just don't know anymore, okay? Like, I was at the point of breaking. I was so upset. There were things happening in my personal life, and I didn't know how to deal with them. I didn't know how. I didn't know which direction God wanted me to go. It's like I was stuck in the center of a million different roads all around me, and I just didn't know which road to take. And I just felt like crying. But there was one specific night where I was lying in bed and I was just praying. And while I was praying, I said, God, please, either you make this work, you make this happen, you make a change, you do something, anything, or I will have to leave. I'll have to change. I'll have to stop. I have to take a different path. I didn't know what to do. That was the only thing I could left for me to do was to pray. And then during my prayer, I heard a voice. Now, this is the only time I think I have ever heard a voice while I was praying ever. Like, it was literally so clear to me. I was praying and I heard the voice say, "Help is on the way." It was absolutely amazing. I did not know how to respond to that. Help is on the way. It's just, it just made me feel like God is listening, you know? So I didn't know what that meant. Help is on the way. But I just trusted that help is on the way. So with that in my mind constantly, about a month went by and I noticed that there was a change. There was a change. I don't know what it is, but there is a change. And it's just like there is something that has like been altered in the spiritual world, okay? Like, we know that we have a battle in the physical world and in the spiritual world, okay? And for me, my battles are mostly in the spiritual world because God says that we fight against spirits in wicked places, not necessarily the people themselves. So for me, I was having a really big spiritual battle between people, and something has happened in the spiritual world. God did bring the help. The help did come. Help did indeed arrive, like it said in my prayer. And I don't know what it is. I think perhaps God humbled those people that I had issues with. It is quite a difficult battle when you live with people or like know people who do not necessarily understand God or know God or know why Jesus came to the earth, because they don't understand it. To them, they want science to answer everything. But we know that God is a God of science. If only they could realize that, though. But yes, I want you to realize that it doesn't matter what you're going through, okay? I want you to be humble and pray about this. God knows what you're going through, and He will bring the help. He will bring you to the place where you will feel joy once again. Just trust in Him, and He will lead you and He will guide you. Hold on to that hope, because that hope is what keeps us going. Jesus is our hope. And there's one more thing I want to talk to you about. Something interesting as well, which happened during China. It seems like there's actually another two things I want to talk about, okay? But the other thing is, I noticed that, like, people in China like to eat animal blood, like whether they cook it or, I don't know. I wasn't really sure if this was okay, so I didn't eat it. But I do remember there was something in the Bible that was talking about animal blood. I remember Jesus was talking about animal blood, but I didn't know where to look for in the Bible. So it just stayed in my mind. And a few weeks later, I woke up one morning and it's like, I don't know if I saw the verse or if I heard it. I don't know. It sounded like my voice, but all I remember when I was waking up, like, I just woke up and I was just like, Leviticus 17. And I was like, okay, what does this verse mean? So I went into the book of Leviticus and I read chapter 17. And guess what? Everything in chapter 17 revolves around animal blood and whether people eat it or not. That to me was just amazing. Like, God just gave me the verse, the specific verse about animal blood. And that I was just like, wow, It's just so amazing when God speaks to you. Sometimes you just need to be open and wait. I mean, I waited like 3 to 4 weeks before I actually got any verse considering animal blood. I mean, I could have gone onto the internet and just, searched Bible, animal blood verse, something like that. But I didn't do that, okay? I don't know. It was just never on my mind. So I guess God wanted me. He reminded me of this animal blood verse. So, yeah, that was really, really interesting. And so I was still wondering, if is it okay to eat animal blood? And I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, I wouldn't eat it. I think it's a little bit gross. Because, like, I mean, God says that the life is in the blood. So, but I mean, there are people that still eat it, and I don't know if it's okay or not. You know, I'm not really gonna go into that. That's not really the topics I want to talk about. But, um, yes. One last thing I want to talk about when I was in China. I was also sleeping one night, and my eyes were closed. Like, I was still awake, but my eyes were closed, and I was a little bit confused because I kept feeling like all this light was coming into my eyes. Like, it was like a really golden light, like almost like a golden light, And I was like, oh, why? Where is all this light coming from? And I opened my eyes, and it was just normal, dark, like a dark room during the night. And so I was like, okay, this is weird. So I closed my eyes again, and this golden light came in again, but obviously there was no light coming into my room. And so I just kept my eyes closed, and what it looked like, I don't know if it was like a vision or something, but like what it looked like was like there was like a lot of like golden rays just like shining in. It's like everywhere I looked, it was just like gold. It's like golden light. It was just amazing, really. I can't really describe anything else about that. It's just like golden light coming in from like the sky, as if like, I don't know, I've had a lot of dreams where the rapture happened and like people's souls would turn to gold, and like a lot of gold. I think there's something really interesting about this golden light. Perhaps that will happen when the rapture takes place. And I think we should all just, keep an eye out for, I think it was September this year, the 23rd or 24th or 25th. Yes, because that is apparently the day the moon will be under the woman's feet, and she'll be crowned with 12 stars, and she'll have what else? Clothed with the sun. Yes, she'll be clothed with the sun. Now, I did check on some of my apps on my phone, different ones actually, and basically they're like a artificial reality kind of app. So basically, if you hold the phone like that and you move it all around, you can see where all the stars are and the suns and the planets. And there was also like a calendar in the app. So I would scroll all the way to September 23, 24, 25 of this year. And it is true. There will be, in the constellation, there will be the moon under the woman. There will be 12 stars upon her head. And it's like the constellation just above Leo. I forgot what the constellation's name was. But yes, she will be clothed with the sun as well. And that is what the book of Revelation talks about. It says there will be a great sign in heaven when the woman will be clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, with 12 stars upon her head. I think it is 12 stars, if I'm not mistaken. I think. But yeah, that is a day to look forward to. Who knows what's going to happen? It says a great sign is going to appear in heaven, so we can only wait to see what happens. But I hope this video encouraged some of you out there who are going through a hard time. Remember, Jesus loves you, and he will bring you to a place where you will have joy. Okay, just hold on to that hope. May Jesus bless you. He loves you, and I love you. And I'll see you all again soon. Have a fantastic week. Take care. Goodbye.